All right, today is Saturday, February 21st, 2026, and we are packing things up and getting ready for bed here at 9:44. Quality day, not necessarily like moving mountains on the work front. You'll see the first NA here in deep work. I think at least in this month, I want to say there hasn't been a day where it's been like no for the deep work, but today we're up at 4:30 on the Saturday because we had a client shoot here in Scottsdale starting at 6 a.m. So that means arrive at 5:45, set up. We had like a poster over there, so I was like, wake up at 4:30, take a quick shower, set up the poster, chop up the papers, put them on the thing, get prepped for the videos. I'm a believer in the 5 Ps. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. So we want to make sure that we're always coming prepared. Leads into one of the lessons I had today, which we'll get into in just a second. Got our standard 5 reach outs in, 3 stories. And then for the workout, I will say, I don't know if this necessarily counts as a workout. We did our mobility, but we did a hike today. It was about 3 miles, went up to the top of the, I don't even know what peak it was or what trail it was, to be honest, but it was a really cool view. I'd never done like a proper hike in Phoenix since I got here over a year ago, so went in, had a really strong hike, nice view. Got our mobility in as well. Deep work, I'll say, was NA, but also client filming at 5:45. And one of the things I learned from that shoot was it was a shoot that I've been going to pretty frequently, and I noticed myself trending in the direction of just giving in to everything that was being said as suggestions on the shoot and taking them as gospel, as opposed to continuing to think for myself and do what I thought was best for the account, as opposed to what was best in the moment. What I'd give into a lot of was like friction or uncomfortability during filming, and when that would happen, I would just default to making easier videos in the moment, which would be like, makeshift podcast clips or prompt and response videos where it's like, hey, what do you think about this? Record, as opposed to taking the time, writing the scripts, preparing the props, prepping beforehand, studying for the shoot, and then pushing back when things get a little bit uncomfortable, as opposed to just bending the knee and making the easier videos to make in the moment, which ironically end up being harder to edit on the back end, harder to manage on the back end, and perform worse. So sometimes being able to step up, stand your ground, and make sure you're doing the things for the greater good of the mission as opposed to how we feel in the moment, super duper important. Second thing that I wrote down here was care for others. It's important to see things from other people's perspective and not always just be stuck in our own worlds, as it's so easy to be. Sometimes a really good reminder of this is when you see in live time somebody who has all the answers or knows everything better than everybody. It's important for us not to fall into a category like that, and I think a really good resource is a book like this, How to Win Friends and Influence People. One of, if not my favorite book of all time. Super good on that front, so I want to bring a reminder, mainly a note to self, to care for others, keep others at the forefront. And then one last thing I wanted to share as I was combing through some of my tabs on the books that I've been reading. This is one from Leadership 101 by John Maxwell. I really like this. This can be a slippery slope or it can be awesomeness. I don't know if this is going to show up inverted, but what this says is don't quit. Because once you get into that mode of quitting, then you feel like it's okay. I'm going to try that again because I'm reading this backwards right now. Don't quit, because once you give into that mode, quitting, insane, bro. Just goes to show you the level of brain power we have left at the end of the day. I'm going to read this regularly now. Don't quit, because once you get into that mode of quitting, then you'll feel like it's okay. Wow, much easier to read forward than backwards. But either way, that's what I got for today. 9:49. I'm gonna upload this full bro one more time, and then hit the sheets, bro. We're up at 4:30 today, complete day. Tomorrow we got wake up, light work, run, deep work, work. It's kind of what we got for Sunday. Something to get after it then, and I'll see you tomorrow for a recap.